young part of the audience. I don't see kids who are interested in, New Kids on the Block, the very young kids. I don't know who is interested in the New Kids on the Block in Japan, but let's say in the United States where you were really talking about 7- and 8-year-old kids. I don't see them relating to this. On the other hand, I could see a lot of people on the slightly older side of the spectrum who don't buy that many records a year being very interested in this, So I think my feeling is, hey, we got to get out there and we got to do our shows and, start talking to people and let people know what we're doing right now, and we'll find the right audience for us right now. How big is it going to be? How small? I don't know. But I know there's an audience for us. There already is, obviously. We have 8 million records out there right now, so there's an audience.
Here's one of these kind of off-the-wall questions here.
Yeah.
It says, Madonna had her movie out. Prince has his own new label. Why doesn't Bruce have one of these sort of outside projects that...
He's not interested in them.
Uh-huh.
He's not interested in them. Here's what Bruce is interested in. I can tell you what Bruce is interested in. Bruce is interested in writing the best songs he can, making the best records he can, doing the best shows he can. That's what Bruce is interested in. He's been offered movies for 20 years. He just hasn't been interested in them.
Is that right?
And he's interested, and of course if he wanted to have a label like the others have and so forth and become a talent scout and sign other artists and so forth, he could easily do that. I think his problem is it's such hard work for him to just come up with the records that he has to come up with that it would be too much responsibility to become a music business person and, create a label and start going out to clubs to find new acts, I don't think he sees that as his role in life, so I think his role in life is to write, if he's got enough time to do that, that means he's got enough time to write his next song.
I guess this guy was sitting around daydreaming about a New Jersey label or something. Which is not unlikely, actually. Now, the tour is supposed to start from June.
Yes.
Obviously, we can expect the same sort of a jackhammer approach to the live stage there.
Well, the stage is, we just have our new band, which has been announced over here. I don't know if word has gotten to Japan. But the drummer's named Zachary Alford, A-L-F-O-R-D. The bass player is Tommy Sims, S-I-M-M-S. The guitar player is Shane, S-H-A-I-N-E, Fontaine. And Roy Bitton is going to handle all the keyboards. Bruce is going to sing. And we will have, singers as well. But those are the instrumental members of the band.
How did you find those members?
We auditioned for about 5 weeks. And we had a list, of different people to try and tips we got on different, who was hot and who was really young and good and strong and could handle a long, real rock and tour and play really great for, a long time every night, and who had the stamina and the talent and the ability and the right attitude, and had a list of all the people that sounded like they might fit that agenda, and we just started going through them. And these are the guys we came up with, and they're great. They're great. Let me tell you, they're scary. And we just were on Saturday Night Live here with them and sort of debuted them for the U.S. audience here, and they'll be the people on the tour.
I guess we can kind of expect the same thing on stage as we've seen.
Well, you know what? I think the show itself is still evolving, but I think that, Bruce's show remains the same in the basic respect that what is a Bruce show? It is a Bruce performance of his songs, which is to say that the excitement in the Bruce show comes from him and what he does, not from not from special effects and lasers and the rest of it. And I think that that's going to continue to be the case. It's basically going to be a concert, which is what Bruce's show really is. And I think that we have a very energetic, high-powered rock band there, and I think Bruce is going to come out and he's going to do a show of very high-energy rock music. That's what he's planning on. You know, he's got a lot of rock songs there, and he's gonna rock the joint. That's what he wants to do. He's got a lot of energy to burn right now.
He's still a spark plug. He's not showing any signs of age, huh?
Oh, if you saw the Saturday Night Live thing, I mean, it felt like he was going to explode through the television, man. He was really coming at you. No, he's in the best physical condition of his life, you know. I mean, he's just, you know, totally fit person.
This guy, this closing question here is,
Yeah.
he said, what if somebody cynically came to you with this comment saying that I have seen rock and roll's past and his name was Bruce?
This guy is great. I'd like to meet him. I would hope that they're wrong. I still believe what I wrote all those years ago. I think that, you know, I just think the fact of the matter is, my belief is that Bruce is so talented, so resourceful, so creative, that, you know, many, many years from now, people will look back and they'll say that they'll perceive that Human Touch and Lucky Town were albums that Bruce put out during the first half of his career. I think we're still in the first half of his career. That's how I see it, you know. And I just see him as somebody who's just getting better and better. Look, he has a song on the Lucky Town album called My Beautiful Reward. And I believe that the lyrics to that song, I just don't think you could point anywhere to you know, I listen to a lot of music, and I don't know of any better lyrics that have been written in many, many years by anybody. And I think he's just, you know, if you really look carefully, you look at a song like Living Proof, you know, I just think that he's at the top of his game right now. And I think that writing he's doing is extraordinary in the use of language and music and, you know, creating a song out of a feeling and an idea. And I think he's just, in his own way, he's just getting better and better at it. And I think that's what keeps it interesting for me. And hopefully keep it interesting for the audience. You know, the size of the audience can fluctuate. Every now and then you happen to write something that more than the average number of people are going to be interested in. Or you do something that gets people really excited. Not necessarily your best thing, not necessarily your worst thing. You know, it's just, you know, the luck of the draw. You don't go for that, but sometimes if you get it, great. If somebody hands you the ball, you go and run with it. But you know, I think that in our point of view, you know, what we're always trying to do collectively, and what Bruce is trying to do as an individual, is just to progress creatively and let the rest of the stuff take care of itself. I think Bruce's feeling is, hey, we live in a world of trends. We live in a world of up and down and quick success and quick burnout and all these types of things. And if the only thing that we can do to center ourselves, right, is to just concentrate on the creativity itself and make sure that we are progressing and growing. Because as long as you're doing that, somebody's always going to be interested. It may be a lot of people one time, and it may be less people another time, and it may be a lot of people the time after that. But somebody's going to be interested. You're going to have a dialogue with somebody if you have something real to offer. So that's the philosophy that's remained constant for 20 years, and it's always going to be that way.
Do you think Bruce has one single mentor?
Well, you know, I think that Bruce is his own mentor, you know. I think that so much of what Bruce does comes from inside himself, you know. That's really where it's at.
Okay. All right. Well, good enough. I'm sorry to have kept it for...
Hey, I've enjoyed it, Steve. You know, you're interesting, and you got an interesting questioner there. Tell him I enjoyed answering his questions. If a couple more come up before he's on deadline there, and you need to get in touch with me, that'd be okay.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the time you've given us, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Take it easy there. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.